Welcome to CCTV News, your premier source for local and international news, from the streets of Kingston to the capitals of the world. We are ready to cover you stories that shape our world. Stay tuned for breaking news. Jamaica is making significant progress in its transition to becoming a republic, with the government aiming to complete the process by 2025. The Constitutional Reform Committee, established to oversee the transition, has been working diligently to ensure a smooth process. However, concerns have been raised about the committee's composition, with some arguing that it lacks diversity and representation from the broader community. The government has proposed that the Prime Minister should nominate a candidate for president, after consultation with the leader of the opposition, but the nomination must be approved by a two-thirds majority of the House of Representatives and the Senate in a joint sitting. However, the opposition is pushing for a different approach, arguing that the president should be elected by a secret ballot of an electoral college. One of the key issues is the role of the monarch in Jamaica's constitutional framework. With the British monarch currently serving as the head of state, if Jamaica becomes a republic, the president will take on this role, and the Governor General position will be abolished. The government has also announced plans to establish a new national honours system, which will recognize the contributions of Jamaican citizens to the country's development. Despite the progress being made, there are still challenges that Jamaica faces on its journey to becoming a republic. The potential impact on the country's relationships with other Commonwealth countries is a concern, as well as the need to educate the public about the implications of becoming a republic. Many Jamaicans are still unclear about what becoming a republic will mean for the country, and there is a need for a comprehensive public education campaign to inform citizens about the changes that will take place. The government has announced plans to launch a public education campaign, which will include town hall meetings, public forums, and media outreach. The campaign will aim to educate Jamaicans about the benefits of becoming a republic, as well as the potential challenges and implications. Overall, while there are still some challenges to be overcome, Jamaica is making steady progress towards becoming a republic. The idea of Jamaica becoming a republic is not new and has been discussed for many years. The country has been asserting its independence and sovereignty since gaining independence from Britain in the 1960s. However, the debate over the issue has continued, with some arguing that becoming a republic would be a positive step towards asserting Jamaica's independence, while others argue that it would be a mistake to abandon the country's historical ties to the British monarchy. Today, the debate over Jamaica becoming a republic is once again at the forefront of national discussion, with the government announcing its intention to hold a referendum on the issue. The opposition have expressed its support for the move, but there are still many who are opposed to the idea of Jamaica becoming a republic. Some argue that the country's ties to the British monarchy are an important part of its history and heritage, and that abandoning these ties would be a mistake. In terms of the composition of the Constitutional Reform Committee, there are concerns that it lacks diversity and representation from the broader community. The committee has 15 members, with 11 being lawyers and only 5 representing the broader community. This has led to criticism that the committee is not sufficiently diverse to effectively inform the process of becoming a republic. The government's decision to prioritize the transition to a republic over other constitutional reforms has also been criticized. The original plan was to proceed in phases, with the first phase focusing on the repatriation of the Constitution, the establishment of a republic, and the amendment of all other entrenched provisions of the Constitution requiring a referendum. However, the government has announced that the first phase of constitutional reform will be limited to the issue of whether Jamaica should become a republic. This decision has been criticized, with some arguing that it will lead to a costly and potentially diverse referendum. The government has estimated that holding a referendum will cost over $1 billion, and there are concerns that the process will be rushed and not sufficiently inclusive. Despite these challenges, Jamaica is making progress towards becoming a republic. The government is committed to ensuring that the process is inclusive and representative of the views of all Jamaicans, and it is likely that the country will become a republic in the near future. If this kind of video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.